Good morning. Happy November. I'm saying good morning because it's morning for me. And oh my gosh, I love this time of year. As much as I like half love it, half don't, I feel like I'm constantly just seeing how I can appreciate every season more and more. And I love the like symbolic shedding of the leaves. And then also it being a moment for me to slow down, pause, and just reassess, reevaluate where I am, spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, everything in all domains of my life, and just assess where do I want to evolve, what needs to be iterated, what needs to be healed. And it just feels so refreshing and calming and grounding. And so I'm so grateful for this month. And I took the last, I think it was 4 days, to just rest and have some downtime after the Omi launch because holy moly, like Omi launches, there's so much energy that goes into them. And so I just took that like downtime to rest and it feels so good. And I did a lot of crying because I'm just like diving into. I bought a Manifestation Babes MBA program years and years and years ago, and when she upgraded it, I think it was back in 2022. I ended up paying like the upgrading rate so I can have like the latest, like biggest version of her, like really going in deep into what she's learned over the years. And so I'm going through that program. I've been going through it in the last, I think, month and 2 months now, 2 months. And there's so much that's like happening behind the scenes with like my evolution and like stripping layers back of like old wounds and pain and limiting beliefs and stuff. And crying is so good. Like, I don't know why, a lot of us, including myself, a lot of the times we think, oh no, an emotion's coming up and um, I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. I don't want to feel this pain. But oh my gosh, what I have learned this year is emotion is just energy in motion. And if it's coming up to the surface, we are meant to feel it to heal it. Like, those are not my quotes. Those are quotes that I've heard. And they have just like stuck in my mind because it's so true. Like, after a good cry, we feel so much lighter. And it's literally because energy escapes our body and is alchemized into something else. And then we have the spaciousness within us to actually manifest and have more space for that vital energized energy that we want and need. And anyway, I love this stuff. Like, I can go down a whole rabbit hole. But today, I wanted to go into a bit of a shorter episode. Like, it's just a riff. I just got really inspired to share this with you because you know me, I love anything personal and business development. And right now I'm hard into personal development. It's what I'm feeling really drawn to. So I'm just like following that inspiration. So I'll get into that today of what I'm going to chat about, which is essentially the two types of identities that I've noticed that I was clinging on to that I'm ready to release and evolve and grow through. I'll share that with you. I'll share some aha moments that I've had with you around that. And as another update, just life general update. So today, as of today, what's today? November 3rd, November 3rd. So I feel so good because the reason I'm able to like relax and like ease into November and have so much grounding time for meditations, walks, and like in being introspective, all these things is because I'm essentially pretty much already wrapped up my season because, again, as you know, I'm fully supported by my amazing VA, my editor. And so today I'm actually going to be reviewing an edit from a wedding from October. And then that should be sent out in a couple days after my VA creates the slideshows and we do all that stuff. And then I have a session this evening. Possibly they might reschedule if it's raining, so we shall see. But I have one more session, that's today, and then I'll have another wedding to deliver in about a week or so, and then I'm just like fully just like done, wrapped up, and I'm not even doing the heavy lifting because my VA, my editor, are supporting me. So I just have to like do the final 10% checks. Everything's good, everything is up to my standard, and then I send it off. So I already feel so light, so grateful. And this is the reason why I have so much capacity and time and to be so self-aware and even like rediscover some parts of myself of how I want to evolve and then create this podcast episode with you. So, yeah, so today essentially I'm prepping for tomorrow's first OMI call. So, as of recording today, tomorrow is the first group coaching call, which I'm so excited about. Welcome to all the new OMI students as well. I'm so excited to support you throughout even the slow season, because that's when I know so many OMI students dive in after they've rested, after the holidays, they dive in and they're like, okay, let's build out these smart workflows. Let me work smarter. Let me be set up next year and beyond with support. So I'm so excited of this season to really focus on supporting my students. And tomorrow is the first call. So those of you that will be joining, I'm so excited to connect with you. And what I really love bringing to these calls is like this uplifting, expansive energy that's like balanced with um, like love and compassion for where you are. But I'm also going to be the person that tells you straight up objectively what I see. If I see a block or I hear it in your language, or I feel like because of my 10 years of experience through outsourcing, I feel like, oh, like this way of doing it, there's actually a better way, more smarter way, more efficient way. And I think it actually matches with your energy, because I also really love helping people customize solutions for their energy, their way of working, because there's no one size fits all solution. It just doesn't, it's not there. Like we are all so unique, and I love honoring that and problem solving that for my students. So yeah, that starts tomorrow. So I'm so excited. And so let's dive into the realizations that I really want to share with you today. So I'm realizing that I have been so attached to two identities that I've like carried over the years. And these are the two identities. Number one, I am not a morning person. Number two, I don't cook, or I don't like to cook. I've like carried this for so long, and I realized that at some point in my life, for most of my life actually, literally I'm like what, 35? 35. Most of my life up until like becoming a mom, that was 100% true for me, and I owned it. And that's why one of the reasons I wanted to, become not to become a photographer, but like in general even have my own business, is waking up to go to school when I was younger was like torture for me. I found that I had so much energy at night, then I was like forced to like wake up at like 7 a.m. It was like torture. And I was like, I do not want to continue my life like this. I do not want to work for someone and be told what time I need to be um at work, and I want to flow with what I want to do when I want to do it. So that was a huge reason. So I would just like straight up sleep in till like 10, 11 in the morning before becoming a mom, and then just like flow through the day. And then me and Rory would start hanging out at 6, or like, so I would get to like work still a huge part of the day. So yeah, so that was a huge part of my identity. But something I've been noticing is that when it's time to wake up in the morning and I'm woken up by Ben being like, Mom, Mom, like calling me from the other room to go get him out of bed and start the day. And I'm like groggy and I'm waking up to that. It's like I feel so like actually like even depressed in my mindset, in my soul, because I feel so tired. I'm the type of person that it, and I don't know. I'm already labeling myself here. I'm noticing that now consciously. I was going to say I'm the type of person that is super, it takes me like a while to wake up. Like I don't want to talk to anyone in the morning. It's like my mind goes online slowly. Even if like I had no screen time right before bed, I drank magnesium before bedtime. I had 8 hours sleep. Even if those things happen, it takes me like so much time to wake my brain up. So I'm just like trotting over to the room, and like this happened yesterday where I decided to just sleep in and have Ben wake me up, right? And so I was just like, okay, let's do this. And then of course Ben is just like so full of energy, like toddler just wake up, like pretty much like let's go, let's do this. And I'm just still waking up. And then he has needs, breakfast, this, that, get him dressed. all the things. And then the house starts becoming like messy and I wanted to clean. And it just like all piles up where I realize it's like 2 to 3 hours later and I still feel like I haven't filled my cup. I didn't have a moment to journal. I didn't have a moment to just like mindfully pause and in quiet like drink my tea or my like I'm drinking lately I've been really into drinking what's it called? It's like a coffee but with ashwagandha in it and it's by Four Sigmatic. So it's like this instant coffee and I'm finding it really great because it's not too intense, like the caffeine isn't too intense and the ashwagandha balances it out with keeping like a calm energy around it and I'm not like crashing later in the day. So highly suggest that if you're looking for an option like that. I've been actually really enjoying it. Um, so anyway, so yeah, I felt like I didn't have a moment to, and then I'm noticing myself getting stressed inside and then frustrated and then not as patient with Ben when that's not how I want to be in my relationship with him and how I want to teach him how to move through life, right? So that was yesterday. And then I took a breather halfway through the day, realigned my mindset, had a moment. And then the rest of the day went amazing. I flowed. I got what I wanted done while spending really quality time with him. Like it was great. And then last night I decided, I'm like, you know what? I don't want that same morning experience. I'm going to go to sleep like normally where I know I'm going to be rested if I go to sleep at this hour and if I wake up before him. So I set my alarm for like 5:45 a.m. He usually wakes up on average around 7:30, 7 depends, but so I did that and I woke and initially the alarm went off and I'm like okay, here we go. But then I remembered the pain of like not having that time for myself the day before and all the other days because I don't typically purposely wake up before him. So I'm like, you know, let's just like experiment. I told myself, I'm like, it's an experiment just for today. Why not just try it? Don't hit snooze, just try it because you'll know how good you'll feel if your cup is full. So yeah, I turned on my like lights. They have these like Philips Hue light bulbs in our bedroom where they can be a nice like sunrise color. So that was like a nice calming way to like turn on the lights. I like read a couple pages of a book just to turn my brain on. Then I went to go shower, change, brush my teeth, wash my face, all that stuff. And I quietly like crept downstairs to not wake him up to go get some green juice to wake up. And then I brought out, it's November now. So I brought out my SAD lamp, my SAD. I don't know if it's called SAD lamp or whatever, but if it's for seasonal affective disorder for those that really get affected by not having as much vitamin D or natural vitamin D from the sun. And I just like put it on and I just sat down and I call it charging myself with the SAD lamp with the light. And then I just started like hanging out on my laptop, writing my intentions for the day, just overviewing what I'm going to be doing today. And oh my gosh, what a difference. I was like, I'm so grateful for this time. The house is quiet. This is amazing. And then so Rory is away. So that's why I'm doing this solo right now currently. But then Ben wakes up and I'm just like, oh, I already like got so much like done for my soul that I needed. It's not even about being productive. It's about like listening to your inner knowing of what you need for your soul that morning. In human design, I'm inconsistent, so for me an exact morning ritual of doing the exact same thing every day for everything won't work. There are some things that are like, yeah, green juice every day in the morning, first thing, like feels so good to me. I always do it, right? But I can't have the exact same routine. So I just like listen and tune into what I need. And then, yeah, he woke up and then I went upstairs and I was already awake, especially with the sad lamp. Oh my God, it's so good, especially on cloudy days. And I was just so much more like present and kind and excited to see him and like patient with his requests throughout the morning instead of feeling like he had to do things my way so that that morning would go smoothly in a way. So this morning was like bliss. I walked him to school, got some fresh air, got my walk in, and now it's like 10 a.m. and I'm feeling so inspired to podcast. And usually I don't have the energy at this time to like podcast yet. And I had this idea naturally that came to me, and then I just naturally want to share it with you. So yeah, that is one huge aha moment. And I'm already like researching like a light for my bedroom. I think it's called oh, what is it called? Oh, yeah, it's called a hatch light. It's on Amazon. I think I'm gonna see Facebook Marketplace. Before buying anything new, I always go to Facebook Marketplace and I'm just like, does someone have it pretty much new there? And I can save money and it's more sustainable. So yeah, it's called like a hatch light, and essentially it uh, you can program it at a certain time to start creating like a sunrise effect of lighting slowly so that your body slowly wakes up to that light, and really soft, nice music instead of it being like this morning actually I woke up to my phone alarm being like nah, nah, nah. I'm like, oh my god, and it just like increases your cortisol levels and stresses you out right away. And yeah, so it's not a pleasant way to wake up. So I'm already checking that out because I'm like, I am sold. I am sold. I literally just want, all I want to do is, I'm actually genuinely excited for the first time in my fucking life to wake up at 5:45 a.m. What? Oh my gosh. So I'm excited for that. I'm going to look into that light. And then, so my second identity that I was super attached to was I don't cook, or I don't like to cook. And so thank God for freaking Rory, because he does most of the cooking. He loves to cook. And so we just have it set up where like I do a lot of other things that he won't do, right? So it's still a fair energy exchange. But he definitely has been dreaming of somehow, someday, some way, me contributing to the cooking in the house. And I don't know what came over me, but I'm just really starting to crave this like feeling of like taking care of the home more and like seeing value in that. Like, I feel like in my 20s and early 30s, it was about like, I just want to be like productive in my business and like take care of my business. And that's what interested me. And like, that's where I wanted to put all my energy. And that is totally fine. Like, that's what excited me only at the time. And that's fine. That's what I got inspired by. But when we think that just because we felt that one way throughout our lives before and we're starting to evolve, that we have to hold on to that, it feels like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. That's what it's been feeling like for me in the past like 3 years with that. I think it just maybe comes with motherhood, of like it's a natural evolution of you just want to like actually nourish your family better, nourish yourself better. But I was resisting it for so long. I'm like, no, I'm not someone that likes to cook. I don't like to like just vacuum the house or like make things neat. Like, that's a waste of time. No, like, I don't know where, like, it's finding that balance of like anything that like drains your energy of joy. I fully believe and support. Get help with that, get support with that, outsource that. Like, I 100% do that all the time still. And our amazing person that comes here once a week, she like comes here for 3 hours into our house and just does the laundry, does vacuuming, like cleans the tubs, like things like that. So things that are still like not in my zone of joy for like cleaning, she takes care of that, and I feel so supported. It's amazing. But I'm starting to notice, wait, like I actually might be interested in cooking or organizing things in the house. And so I'm leaning into that more instead of resisting it, just because it was part of how I mostly felt throughout my whole life. I'm like, I'm going to start following this excited feeling. So I randomly discovered on Netflix, Meghan Markle. I think it's called With Love Meghan or something. And she just like shares how she um, loves to cook or like craft or like make flower arrangements and like create with her hands, and just to create little experiences for people. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never like thought of like creating these types of things that are quote unquote like housewife things. Like, it's not even the right word. Like, housewife has such a weird connotation to it. I think I've been programmed by society to think like, oh, like doing those types of things is like boring, or you're just settling. And I think I subconsciously thought that for a while. And maybe I was like, I thought I would be weak if I was interested in doing those things. Straight up, I just, because I'm doing this healing work, I'm noticing I subconsciously believe that. And I was programmed totally by society. And now I'm starting to see so much beauty and power in feminine energy, and like what we bring, what experiences we create, and like our interests, if they seem like easy or like just a daily part of life, like food or eating or cleaning. Like they actually bring so much value to the spirit of the home and people and like family members and everything, that I'm like, wow, it's actually so beautiful and powerful. I have a whole new perspective on it. And you don't have to choose between that, like help supporting the family in that way, and your career. You can have both. It's just about designing your business the way you want it to run, and then designing how you want to run the home and things like that. So I'm starting to get really excited about that, about holding both. And so that Meghan Markle show really helped me get excited and see the beauty in all the little details. Um, and so I actually even yesterday morning, I like made a nice little breakfast meal for Ben, and I like plated it nicely, and I had him I had him cut little apple pieces with these cutters, and he was having fun doing it. And then he thought they were cute and he was excited to eat them off the plate. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like what I haven't been doing, like creating these little experiences. And now I get to be creative in this way in my life too. So I am just discovering like a whole new way of actually living. And it's because I stopped resisting that my soul wants to evolve. So that's the main message that I wanted to share. For me right now, it's in like the personal development land. Like, okay, you know what? I want to be a morning person and I want to like to cook and create that way. And I'm just going to say thank you to the Sarah, the version of Sarah that she wasn't into that. And like, like, thank you, Sarah, for not being into that, because you got me, you got me to where I am today. And we had so much fun in life that way. And then now I get to have so much fun in life this way too. And so, yeah, I invite you to just ask yourself and take a look in and be a little introspective about, where am I resisting the yearning that my soul wants to evolve in some kind of way? Where am I holding on to an old identity? What beliefs are surrounding that identity, right? Because I have something on my vision board. It says, where is it? I'm looking for it. Oh, yeah. It says evolve or repeat. Evolve or repeat. And at some point, repeating certain things, certain cycles works for us. But then there comes a point where our bodies are trying to tell us it's just not working anymore. And we have to know that that's okay. That's part of the evolution. And life becomes so much more fun when we're able to flow into those new identities more effortlessly instead of resisting them. The pain and the suffering comes in the resistance. But if you're able to listen to what your new needs are, and understand that there's going to be a learning curve, understand that you might be uncomfortable, understand that you need to discover a new way of doing things, lean into that, because otherwise it's going to take years and years and years of constant resistance and pain, and that's not fun. And I'm actually having so much more fun because now I'm like, oh, now I'm actually excited to create something for breakfast for Ben in the morning that's creative, gets my creative juices flowing. He gets to enjoy it. There's less resistance around him eating it because it looks cute instead of just like something plopped on a plate. Like he's like, oh, this visually looks cute. And then he actually really enjoyed eating it easier. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was missing this. So yeah. So I hope that gave you some new perspective, some grounding inspiration. And yeah, if this episode was helpful, please DM me on Instagram. Because, hey guys, I don't like podcasting into the void. Like, I really, really value connection with my community and having chats in the DM and in the DMs. And yeah, just connecting with you. And, you know, I don't like small talk. Clearly, I'm like, yeah, episode's going to be short and quick. And it's like, here I am 25 minutes in. It's because I love having deep conversations. I love deep thinking, and I thrive on that so much. So yeah, if you have anything that you want to share that has helped you with your mornings, any tools, because I'm going on that journey now, or cooking, or if you have any questions for me, or that this episode was helpful, just shoot me a DM. I'm at Sarah Monica Photo on Instagram, Sarah no H, Monica with a K. And then, yeah, can't wait to connect with you next time. Oh, also, actually, I got this like hit of inspiration right now. I'm going to follow it. So I am so excited to like continue podcasting. Like I really feel energized to continue, bringing you all my insights and all the things. There were seasons where I felt like I had to take a break because there's just so much like happening in my life with like personally with evolving as into motherhood. And I thought I needed more spaciousness, but I'm realizing that I really thrive and I get energized off of podcasting and sharing everything with you and connecting with you. Like I really want to have conversations with you. So please DM me also if there's any questions that you have for me that you would love to podcast on, or if you'd love for me to have a guest on the podcast. I love having conversations with guests as well. Any ideas that you have around that, like just shoot me a quick DM and I'll put it into like my like brainstorming list of episodes, and then who knows, you could inspire the next episode. So yeah, we'll connect again soon. And yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for your time and spending this time with me.